3 of the most efficient house designs ever built. All American, all proven, all underused. The shotgun house, straight line. Every room opening into the next. Zero wasted corridor space. The Dogtrot, 2 volumes. Open breezeway between them. Natural cooling built into the geometry. The Barndominium, steel frame. Open span. Build fast, build durable, build at a cost that makes conventional construction look embarrassing. What happens when you stop treating these as 3 separate ideas and start building them as one? You get the most spatially intelligent, thermally efficient, budget-conscious house you can build in America in 2026, and almost nobody is talking about it. Subscribe to Barndominium Haven right now and hit that bell. This is exactly the kind of hybrid design thinking that this channel exists for. Taking what already works and combining it into something that works even better. Drop a comment right now. Which of these 3 did you already know before today? Shotgun, Dogtrot, or Barndominium? Tell me. Let's get into it. Let's run through these 3 fast, because you need the context to understand why the hybrid works. The shotgun house. Born in New Orleans in the early 1800s, brought up through the American South by Haitian immigrants, and shaped by African architectural traditions. It's 1 room wide, multiple rooms deep. Every room lines up in a straight shot, from front door to back door. No hallways, none. Every room is a pass-through. Front door to back door. You could fire a shotgun straight through and not hit a wall. That's literally where the name comes from. Why is this genius? Because it eliminates corridor space completely. In a conventional house, 15 to 20% of your square footage is hallway. You're paying for space you never actually inhabit. The shotgun refuses to do that. Every square foot is a room. Every room is used. The Dogtrot house, American South, 19th century. 2 separate cabin volumes sitting side by side under 1 shared roof with an open breezeway between them. We've talked about this before on this channel. The breezeway is a passive cooling machine. Prevailing breezes get funneled through the gap. Both volumes get cooled simultaneously. No electricity, no mechanical system. Just air moving through a gap in the right place. And the Barndominium. You know this one. Steel post-frame construction. Clear span interiors. Fast to erect. Durable as anything. And in the right market, genuinely cost competitive with conventional construction. 3 ideas. 3 different problems solved. Now watch what happens when they talk to each other. Here's the hybrid layout. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You take the Dogtrot configuration, 2 volumes, 1 breezeway, and you apply shotgun planning logic to each volume individually. Volume 1, 1 room wide, 3 or 4 rooms deep. Shotgun sequence, front to back, no hallways. Living room opens to dining room opens to kitchen. Or bedroom opens to bathroom opens to utility. Straight line, clean. Volume 2, same thing. 1 room wide, 3 or 4 rooms deep, shotgun sequence. But now it's the private program. Bedrooms, bathrooms, the quiet side of the house. Between them, the Dogtrot breezeway, open air, covered by the shared Barndominium roof structure. The outdoor room that belongs to both volumes simultaneously. And the whole thing, both volumes, the breezeway, the roof, is built as a steel post-frame Barndominium. Clear span within each volume, no interior load-bearing walls. The program can shift. The rooms can change size. The steel frame accommodates all of it. What you've built is a house that has no wasted corridor space. Natural passive cooling, built into its geometry, the speed and durability of steel construction, and a spatial organization that separates the public and private life of the household without requiring a second floor or a complex floor plan. All of that, in a building that looks beautiful, builds fast, and costs way less than you'd expect. I want to talk about what this hybrid actually feels like to live in. Because floor plans are one thing, daily life is another. You wake up in Volume 2, the private volume, bedroom. You move through the shotgun sequence, bathroom, then the utility, or dressing room beyond it. Linear, calm, private. You step out of Volume 2 into the Dogtrot breezeway. And this transition, this moment of stepping from the enclosed private volume into the open-air breezeway, is one of the best spatial experiences in residential architecture at any price point. You're outside, but you're sheltered. The roof is over your head. The air is moving through the gap. You're between the two volumes of your own house. Morning coffee in the breezeway. That's it. That's the whole pitch. Then you move into Volume 1, the public volume. Kitchen first in the shotgun sequence, then dining, then living at the front. The whole house is a linear journey from the most private space to the most public space, with an outdoor room in the middle. That spatial narrative, private, transitional, outdoor, public, is what architects spend careers trying to create in complex floor plans. This hybrid does it automatically, through geometry, through the combination of three ideas that were each already doing it individually. Let's talk about cost, because way less in the title isn't a throwaway phrase. There are specific structural reasons why this hybrid costs less to build than a conventional house of equivalent livable area. First, the shotgun planning eliminates hallways. In a 1,200 square foot house, eliminating corridor space saves you 150 to 200 square feet of construction area. At $150 to $200 per square foot all in, that's $22,000 to $40,000 you're not building. Gone. Because the plan doesn't need it. Second, the Dogtrot breezeway is cheap square footage. A covered outdoor slab with a roof structure over it costs a fraction of enclosed, conditioned space. You're adding usable area, genuinely livable outdoor area, at maybe 20 to 30% of the cost of enclosed space. Third, the Barndominium steel frame. In lower to mid-cost markets, a steel post-frame structure erects faster and competes aggressively with conventional wood framing on a cost per square foot basis. And the clear span means no interior structural walls, which simplifies the build and reduces labor complexity. Put it together, in a competitive lower-cost U.S. market, rural South, Midwest, parts of Texas, a finished shotgun Dogtrot Barndominium hybrid of 1,100 to 1,300 enclosed square feet, plus a generous Dogtrot breezeway, runs $140,000 to $185,000 all in. That's a real number, for a real finished home, with one of the most spatially interesting floor plans you can build at any price. Okay, my favorite feature in this entire hybrid, and I'll defend this to anyone. The breezeway end walls. Both ends of the Dogtrot breezeway, the front and the back, are open. No walls, no glass, just the roof overhead and the volumes on either side. And what that creates is a framed view straight through the building from front to back. You stand at the front of the breezeway and you see straight through to whatever is behind the house. Trees, a field, a creek, a mountain. The building frames it like a picture, like the building is pointing at the landscape and saying, "Look at that. That's a spatial gift, and it costs nothing. It's just two walls you didn't build." Now the mistake I see constantly with this hybrid, and it makes me genuinely frustrated every time. People close the breezeway. They get nervous about the open air. They worry about bugs, about weather, about the gap feeling unfinished, so they glass it in. They wall it up. They turn the Dogtrot into an interior corridor. And they've destroyed the entire concept. The breezeway works because it's open. The passive cooling works because it's open. The spatial transition works because it's open. The framed view works because it's open. The moment you close it, you've built a slightly weird conventional house with an awkward middle room. Leave it open. Add a ceiling fan if you want. Mosquito screening on the sides if your climate demands it. But leave it open. The openness is the architecture. Let me tell you who this hybrid is genuinely perfect for. Because it's not for everyone, and I'd rather be honest about that. It's for the person who works from home and needs genuine separation between work life and home life without building a separate structure. Volume 1 becomes the work volume. Volume 2 becomes the living volume. The breezeway is the commute. 30 seconds of outdoor air between your office and your bedroom. It's for the multi-generational household that needs privacy without a second building. Volume 1 for the parents. Volume 2 for the grandparent or the adult child. Shared breezeway. Separate lives. One roof. It's for the person on a rural property in a hot climate who understands that passive cooling isn't a nice-to-have. It's a utility bill decision. The Dogtrot breezeway in a southern climate can drop interior temperatures by 8 to 12 degrees compared to an equivalent enclosed plan. That's a real number, with real annual savings. And it's for the person who wants a house that looks like it was designed by someone who cared, without paying the fee of someone who cared. Because this hybrid looks intentional. It looks considered. It looks like architecture. And the reason it looks that way is because 3 architectural traditions that each figured out something true about how to build well are all operating simultaneously inside one building. The shotgun figured out that hallways are a waste of money. The Dogtrot figured out that the best room in a house is sometimes the one without walls. The Barndominium figured out that steel builds faster, lasts longer, and costs less than the industry wants you to believe. None of these ideas are new. All 3 of them are proven. And the person who combines them in 2026 gets a house that's smarter, cheaper, and more spatially interesting than almost anything being built by conventional residential construction right now. That's not a bold claim. That's just what happens when you pay attention to what already works. Subscribe to Barndominium Haven. Leave me a comment. Would you live in this hybrid? And if you would, which climate are you building in? Because the Dogtrot performs differently in different environments, and that's a whole other video. See you in the next one.